guys, today is the day.
It's about damn time. I've just been waiting for you to complain about everybody 1-2 Switch.
Who's gonna tell him?
We've gone through the Switch's launch titles, but now let's go through Nintendo's other efforts for the system, specifically their original titles for Switch, not remasters. Of course, not all these games are developed by Nintendo, but I mainly just want to look at the new titles Nintendo published for the system. And naturally, we have to start off with Mario and his slew of games, starting with Super Mario Odyssey. Oh my god. Super Mario Odyssey was my favorite Switch game until the incident, but still, this is my second favorite Switch game. Super Mario Odyssey is just simple fun. The main campaign is incredibly short, but I do not care. It's just so fun to rip through it in an afternoon. I love exploring the kingdoms, finding all the moons. This game went back to the 3D Mario structure found in 64 and Sunshine, and don't get me wrong, I adore Galaxy and 3D World, but my god, this is how I prefer Mario. Mario feels buttery smooth. Cappy allows for so much fancy traversal and creativity with platforming. Super Mario Odyssey is, in my opinion, the peak of Mario. Galaxy may have something to say about that, but Galaxy doesn't have New Donk City, so take that.
Doesn't this have multiplayer?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, cool. So you can play as Mario and Luigi.
Now, player 2 plays as a hat.
What?
One of the Switch's best.
Now, included with the Switch port of Super Mario 3D World, a port of the Wii U original, a new experience was included: Bowser's Fury. I've already gone in depth on this game, so I'll make this quick, but man, is this good for a side game in a Wii U port. Bowser's Fury takes pretty much everything 3D Mario was up to that point and combines it. You explore one large world with so many little secrets to find, but also have various areas that are like 3D World stages with 64 and Sunshine like challenges. Combine that with the Fury Bowser mechanic, every now and then Fury Bowser awakens and wreaks havoc. Bowser's Fury is such a good, fun little experience. It's damn short, but damn good. And of course, the Wonderful Wonder.
See what I did there?
I did. Very clever.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love alliteration.
What? No, that wasn't it.
Nah, I get it.
Thank you.
I never said it was good.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the first original 2D Mario platformer in 11 years, and man is it good. The core game is incredible. The level designs, the world themes, they take the Mario stereotypes but add something new to them. This game takes place in the Flower Kingdom instead of the Mushroom Kingdom, and they do a great job setting them apart. And that's just the core game, but everything around it is incredible. The Wonder Flower effects are so wacky and fun. They always left a huge ass smile on my face. The badges give the gang a lot of fun abilities, and speaking of the gang, look at this character roster, and each character is filled to the brim with charm. All of their animations are so full of life and make the new Super Mario Bros. Animations look so lifeless and cheap. I wouldn't say Mario Wonder is one of the greatest games of all time, but I would say it's one of the best 2D platformers and Mario games of all time. I absolutely adore it, and it's one I know it won't be long until I replay.
Well, that's fine, I guess. I just wish I could play a Mario level with a crotch in it.
Oh, do I have news for you.
Super Mario Maker 2 is a successor to Super Mario Maker on Wii U, and it's okay. It's a good game, but in my opinion, it just doesn't add enough to really seem like a huge step forward. Like, yeah, they added a lot, but in terms of new game themes, they only added one. I enjoyed my time with Mario Maker 2, but it wasn't a long time. Making levels really isn't that fun. It feels clunky with the controller, and in handheld mode, it works better, but I prefer to see it on a big screen. Not a bad game, but one that I hope will get a sequel that adds a lot more and is a better experience whether you're making levels or playing them. Those are the Mario platformers, but of course, Mario is a man of many spin-offs, so let's jump on over to those. Paper Mario the Origami King. I've already talked about this, so in short, I like it. This is the only Paper Mario game I've played, and I'm still flirting with the idea of playing the original.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you
For
doing?
the third time this week, I am not the idea of playing Paper Mario. I'm the 911 dispatcher. Please hang up.
No, you hang up.
Alright then, we're sending officers to your current location.
I like the Origami King. I don't doubt some of the older ones are better, but I wouldn't say that this is a bad game. The battles can get pretty repetitive, but besides that, I don't know, I just really like this one. So what about sports? So the Mario sports games on Switch? Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Golf Super Rush, and Mario Strikers Battle League. Their core gameplay looks fine, but they clearly have an obscene lack of content. Like, that's gross, censor that. These were all $60 releases with very little to do outside of just playing the sport and a shitty attempt at a single player campaign. Not only that, but they seem to severely lack the Mario theming the older titles had. Again, I'm sure these are okay games, but in my eyes, not at all worth $60, so I'm saying the fuck away. Now, a really interesting spinoff is Mario plus Rabbids. There was Kingdom Battle in 2017 and a sequel, Sparks of Hope, in 2022. These are strategy RPGs made by Ubisoft, which, fuck me, right? But I've heard they're not bad. And of course, Super Mario Party. Ew. The Wii U and 3DS generation was an era of bad Mario Party, but Super Mario Party seems to have been a step in the right direction. Far from the quality of the Nintendo 64 and GameCube era, but definitely improvement from the 3DS and Wii U entries. There was another Mario Party game on Switch, but that used old boards and minigames, so I'll consider that a remaster, thank you. So those are all the Mario spin-offs, but his friends also had spin-offs too. Luigi's Mansion 3, oh man, I need this one. I also need to play the first two. Luigi's Mansion 3 looks gorgeous, and just a good game in general. Princess Peach has an original game coming in 2024, but who cares when WarioWare got some entries? Get It Together and Move It. I love WarioWare, but I passed on Get It Together because it just didn't take advantage of the Switch's features outside of multiplayer. The core gameplay is something that frankly could have been done on any system WarioWare has appeared on, but thankfully Move It did take advantage of the Joy-Cons. Move It has you hold the Joy-Cons like this and make various poses to beat microgames. It's a short but damn fun game, and is in my opinion an incredible showcase of the Joy-Con and their potential. And Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yoshi's Crafted World. Sure, this seems like a completely serviceable Yoshi game, but I don't know, man. I haven't played it, so I don't really have anything to say. Well, those are all the Mario games and spin-offs. Now let's move on to other franchises like Zelda. I've already talked about Breath of the Wild, but of course it got a sequel, Tears of the Kingdom.
This game.
I love Tears of the Kingdom. It's one of my favorites of all time, but I'm no longer in the honeymoon phase with it, so I'm more critical of it. Mainly how similar it is to Breath of the Wild. But still, the things it add really helps it stand out. The depths, the new abilities, the 3 Sky Islands, and overall, just being able to re-explore this Hyrule again is a blast. Replaying Breath of the Wild is still fun, but experiencing it for the first time was something else. And with Tears of the Kingdom, it's a ton of fun having 152 new shrines, a whole new map to explore, new dungeons, abilities to mess around with. I've played over 100 hours of this game, and I'm still planning on playing more. This is a great game. I'd say it's a ho-hum follow-up and could have done more, but on its own, I love this game. Tears of the Kingdom was the only other original Legend of Zelda game, but there was a few spin-offs too. First off, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Not necessarily a sequel to Hyrule Warriors, but a new game in that series, advertised as a prequel to Breath of the Wild, where you get to see the events of the Calamity unfold in a warrior-style game. Advertisements fucking lie. Age of Calamity is not a prequel to Breath of the Wild, it's a non-canon sequel where they travel back to the Calamity to stop it. Ah, yes, what a great premise for the prequel sequel to Breath of the Wild, the game which centers around the idea that you need to accept the failures of the past and work to build a brighter future. Let's go back to the past to fix our failures.
I hate character development.
Now take that with a grain of salt, because I'm not spending $60 on a game I know I'm not gonna like. To which you may say, Nicus, you could actually like the gameplay. To which I say, no, I played the demo. I don't like it. I like the original Hyrule Warriors, but this one just doesn't do it for me. I think it's because it's made to look like Breath of the Wild, a game with tight combat and loose world design. This is a game with loose combat and tight world design. I mean, this clearly isn't a bad game, just doesn't appeal to me in any way. There's one more spin-off, that being Cadence of Hyrule, a Zelda crossover with Crypt of the Necrodancer. I don't own this one yet, but I really want to. I played the demo, and it's a really cool top-down rhythm game hybrid themed around Zelda. Moving on from Zelda, we actually got a new Metroid game for Switch. Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread is simply impeccable. It nails everything that made the prior games good. The atmosphere, the world design, the addictingly smooth movement. Metroid Dread is clearly an incredible game. I've only played around an hour to 3 hours of it, but from what I've played,
Damn, that's what you call a good video game.
Kirby time. Kirby had a bunch of little eShop games, but I want to focus on the 2 original ones. First off, Kirby Star Allies. I played the demo, and Kirby Star Allies isn't bad. It's just bland and boring. It doesn't do anything new or all that interesting. It's a fine game, but not one I'm interested in paying $60 for. Now, one I was interested in paying $60 for is Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the first mainline 3D Kirby game. I do own it, but I've only played the demo.
Cheapskate.
I literally own a copy.
Cheapskate.
This is good. It plays exactly how Kirby should play in 3D. It's just so good. The world is so jolly and just fun to be in. It's a treat. Now let's move on to Pokemon. Okay, first original Pokemon outing was Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Take a wild fucking guess if I played it.
Heard it's okay, but feels like a 3DS game in HD. However, there was another set, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These did much more to shake up the formula by being more open world and by being incredibly buggy and unpolished.
I love video games.
As for spin-offs, I don't even know if this counts, but Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't care if I said it wrong, nerds. Pokemon Legends Arceus is like a normal Pokemon, but without the random encounters. The gameplay mainly revolves around roaming these large environments, catching Pokemon in real time, no need to go into battle. And when you do battle one, they're quick and painless. I'm so close to beating it, and I will soon, but I really enjoy this game. And another spin-off I'd probably enjoy, New Pokemon Snap. A modern take on the Nintendo 64 classic, New Pokemon Snap looks like a gorgeous time, but thinking about it, I'm not sure if a game centered around taking pictures of Pokemon is for me. And Detective Pikachu returns. The trailers made this game look so bad. Like a 3DS game. And that's the original Pokemon content here.
Wait, no demos?
Even if they had demos, do I seem like the kind of guy who'd endure Pokemon, have an opinion on it?
Moving on to Pikmin. Pikmin 4. This is an excellent modern evolution of Pikmin. It plays and looks great and is such a damn charming game like the original. I really need to play more of this. Animal Crossing New Horizons. This was my first Animal Crossing game and man, I got hooked for a bit. I really like New Horizons. It's a gorgeous fun game. However, it's very grinding centric and I'm not a huge fan of grinding. I'm pretty satisfied with how my island is. I occasionally have the urge to work on it more, but I really just wanted to add more decorations that cost Nook Miles, which require you to grind out various things, all for a f***ing Ferris wheel. I adore New Horizons, but at this point, I'm just ready for a new game. It was a lot more fun in the beginning, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is an excellent game. Those are all the franchises I had a lot to say about. Now let's speed through the franchises I don't really have an affinity for. Splatoon 2 and 3. Good looking games. I still have yet to get into Splatoon. Fire Emblem, there are 4 games. Fire Emblem Warriors, 3 Houses, Warriors 3 Hopes, and Engage. Fire Emblem fans seem pretty mixed on Warriors, but like those last 3, and Xenoblade 2 and 3, what do you want me to say? Good to see this series going strong, and I want to play these games, but I haven't played any of these yet. Give me a break. Bayonetta 3 and Origins. Again, good looking games. I want to give them a try. I haven't. I'm sorry. But of course, the culmination of all these franchises, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The biggest smash yet, bringing back every character from the series past. The gameplay is as good as it's ever been. Just a really fun party fighter that earned its name. Look at this roster. I don't even have the DLC fighters yet, and it's still the ultimate Smash roster. Nintendo did ARMS too.
Yeah, this generation, franchise has got a great ton of support, but Nintendo also did a bunch of weird stuff.
Nintendo Labo. These were kits that came with cardboard that you would fold to build into a myriad of doodads to play games with. Labo was a cool concept, but clearly the games just didn't have enough staying power. I don't have any of these, cause I don't really care. And in a similar vein to Labo, Game Builder Garage, a simple program that teaches the basic of game design, which looks like a neat little thing. There are also a bunch of casual titles, Fitness Boxing 1 and 2, and Ring Fit Adventures, being neat looking fitness games. And the return of Wii Sports with Nintendo Switch Sports. This has the issue that the Mario Sports games had, just not enough to it. A few sports with really only one mode each, and the game emphasizes these sports modes over the Mii's. Cool to see the series back, but this is not how I or many others wanted to see a return. Go Vacation, Big Brain Academy Brain vs. Brain, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. The Switch had a good collection of games that anyone could play, and they aren't terrible. Oh god. Everybody 1-2 Switch. I've already gone over this 1-2, and so in short, fuck. There are a few fine mini games, but this game is ruined by its presentation and pacing. It just slogged on and is so damn generic and soulless. A terrible party game. It's like a shitty WarioWare. Comprised of mini games that use the Joy-Cons. Difference is, you're not a joke if you bought this.
Damn it.
Aside from all of that, Nintendo also published some games that were very clearly not made with much of their involvement. Some RPGs, Triangle Strategy, Bravely Default 2, Asteroid Chain, and The World Ends With You Final Mix. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido, sure. Daemon X Machina, a mech game, double sure. And some superhero games, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 The Black Order, and DC Superhero Girls Team Power.
Well, it wouldn't be a Nintendo Switch without those. Overall, not bad. So many franchises got so much love, and even more niche franchises like Xenoblade and Metroid, Nintendo showed that they do care. On a side note, Nintendo did announce Metroid Prime 4 at E3 2017, and then in 2019 they said that it restarted development, and then in 2021 they said that development was progressing smoothly. Here's Metroid Dread, and now it's 2023 and we still don't have nothing, but mark my words, Metroid Prime 4 will come to Switch. So, what did you guys think? What do you mean, eh? You just see WarioWare move it?
Well, yeah, but we didn't play any of the games.
Oh, come on. Talking about the games is just as fun.
We talked about Kirby, The Forgotten Land, Metroid Dread, and Pikmin 4 more than you've even played them.
Yeah, I'll get to them.
I know you love talking about games, but we just want to play them.
Alright, fine. You guys can... Oh, the dispatcher actually sent officer.